Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again, another reaction for you guys. Today, guys, of course, you continue the journey of X-Men Evolution. This is Season 2, Episode 13, Shadow Dance. That's an interesting title, Shadow Dance. Now, last week's episode was the one you guys were hyping up weeks ago. I'm watching it, I believe, the production order and on Disney Plus, and I guess the airing order was a little bit different. But I finally got to the episode you guys were hyping up, which was Mindbender. And basically, the ending was the big thing you guys were wanting me to see because it was all leading up to the reveal that this is all a manipulation. Professor X was kind of teasing it. There was something more at play here. This guy that was controlling the X-Men, stealing these 3 rings because he was controlling Jean Grey and a couple other X-Men throughout the episode, stealing these rings. There's something else going on there. There's a mind I've never, experienced before. Apocalypse. An apocalypse is coming. And I believe the guy said, I think it's Mesmero or whatever that guy's name was, the villain of the episode, who we really didn't see much at all, but it doesn't matter because the end goal is apocalypse. He unlocked 1 door out of, I think, 3. So Apocalypse is coming. So that's really damn excited. I finally got to see it, and it was really damn awesome. I loved it. I love the reveal because at first I'm like, I like the concept of them being mind controlled, but like, what is this leading to? And now realizing it was all to get these 3 rings to make a key, to open 1 door, to get closer to Apocalypse in his return, essentially. So I'm so excited. So anyways, guys, let's dive into this episode. Let's see what happens, guys. Episode 12 of Season 2, Episode 13, of Season 2, Shadow Dance. Let's go.
You and Lance were still on the phone at 1:30. So
What?
did you ask him to the dance? Hey, have you asked Scott yet? You'd better hurry before Jean moves in.
Ooh.
Listen, the last time I danced with a guy, he nearly ended up in a coma.
So it's important to know everything about each other's strengths
and weaknesses.
Are you going with Duncan? He thinks so. He even got the tickets
He thinks
already.
so.
Just might have to disappoint him. Anywhere on the
Hey!
globe. But 2 miles
Hey,
is
that's
my
cool.
limit.
Forge believes that when you teleport, you
Yeah.
actually pass through another dimension.
Prove your abilities. All right. Ready
Interesting.
To
It's cool to see him back.
How long will I be in there? Just a few seconds. I can set
Well,
your speed with this chronometer. Aim for my old lab.
this
in the
might
high
not go
school.
well.
It's farther than you've gone before, and there shouldn't be anyone there to see your arrival.
It's literally hell. Oh my god.
Hang on, I'm coming home. It was weird, like being in a slow motion movie or something.
Yeah, it definitely was weird.
Mix of fire and
Professor seemed really excited about it.
I mean,
that
you shouldn't be
Forge
after
is a
what just happened. The
genius.
portals are open, it
Sorry
seems.
guys, but I've got to run. Can we talk at lunch?
Yeah, sure. Outside in the quad?
Okay, good. I'll see you then.
She's going with Duncan.
hey,
Hello?
don't doubt the fuzzy one. I can sense these things.
Hi, Lance. What's up?
Hi, Lance.
Oh,
She's gonna ask him.
Not much.
Just do it.
Go to the dance with me?
I'll have to think about it.
Just say
I
yes.
thought about it, and the answer is yes.
I thought about it.
Oh, right.
Ooh, she got the dreamy eyes for him. Uh-oh, is she gonna ask?
Have you been asked to the dance yet?
No.
All high school
Actually,
love.
I mean, sure. Okay.
You would? Awesome.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Yeah, they're
I'll
both
call
shy
you
and
later,
uncomfortable.
These readings indicate the presence of organic molecules.
Really?
Interesting.
Man, it's hard to believe that anything could survive.
Yeah,
in
exactly. He
isolation.
sees something.
Believe it.
What should I wear? I mean,
Clothes.
Is it formal, semi-formal, what?
This
Mom's
is
gonna have to
interesting.
be
We're
put
dealing
on
with
my hollow
a
watch.
dance
That's
and
right,
this
bro.
other world.
She's gonna feel 2 furry fingers. Here she comes.
Is she gonna ask? Ooh, is it gonna happen? Are we? Dude,
Hi,
don't
Scott.
bail.
Will you
Oh
like
no.
go to the dance with me? You just lost your shot.
Oh,
now.
mistake.
Just got snagged. Doesn't matter. I wasn't going anyway. Still like to go.
Just
maybe
go.
it would be
Just
fun.
go. Awkwardness.
That's
Awkwardness.
the
Uh-oh.
spirit. We're gonna have a blast. He's hot. Totally Hollywood.
Oh my
with
god.
shades.
Them shades.
Hi, Jean. Hi. She's like so jealous of you. Yeah, but it's her own fault. She's had plenty of chances at Scott.
Plenty. Like, she is right. Okay. Fair point. We're gonna pause. We're gonna pause. Normally I wouldn't pause, and this is like ridiculous because we're dealing with high school shit and whatever. But this is what the show is. She has a fair point. Jean has, and I've even said this in previous videos, like she's had plenty of times to be with Scott. She's with this Duncan guy, and she says the opening, well, you know, I might disappoint Duncan, I might not go, and then she literally just waited too long. She could have easily talked to Scott right there as soon as they got into school, not waiting till lunch to ask him. She could have asked that morning before they even got to school, because she was referencing, I might not go with Duncan. High school, man. High school. It's bringing so many, oh my god, horrible flashbacks of high school. Oh my god, some really stupid decisions and just stupid stuff happening. This is, I think, a great representation, at least in my opinion, of how ridiculous high school is. Just saying. Anyways, we're going to continue.
Let's all go and show that school how to party! Woohoo!
Okay. We need more nonsense.
No wonder you smoke.
They're all excited now. This is bad, guys. They're trying to break through a portal.
Of course.
You've been teleporting all your life and nothing's happened. The only reason we even saw this thing was because my gizmo slowed you down.
I'm going with you, just in case.
Yeah, best friends. Yeah.
I'm just gonna slow you down a bit more so we can get more video and data.
Let's do it. Oh boy, this is gonna be bad. That is crazy. Yeah, they're like red demon things. I knew that was gonna happen. The line was a bad idea.
There's more of them coming!
You better get out of there.
To heck with this! No more teleporting ever again!
Never
No way.
again, come on.
Creatures, claws, teeth, who needs it? Tell him what those things tried to do to us. We were almost torn to shreds.
We'll put you in a protective suit. I can make some adjustments.
Kurt, I'm certain the creatures present no danger to you when you teleport normally.
Yeah,
You
not
move
normally.
through their dimension far too fast for them to even be aware of your presence.
You sure those things won't ever be able to follow Blue Boy back here?
The only way would be if Kurt's dimensional gates didn't fully close behind him.
Well, the problem is they teleported into the actual gym itself, so... Oh yeah, Boogie. Yeah, let's dance it up. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Come on, guys!
Slow dance it up. Da, 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 da.
Sorry about the gloves.
I think they make you look handsome and debonair.
Ooh.
Really? You don't think I look like a butler or something?
A butler. She went with Duncan. You could have had a chance with Scott. Oh boy. Yeah, they're coming through now. Oh my god. One just made through. That's fine.
I know about you,
Wait.
that you don't always look like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. The real you that you hide. Ever since I found out, I can't stop thinking about you.
Oh.
I can wait until you're ready to show me.
That, I like that. I like her. I like her.
I'm not giving up. What's going on down there?
A rift. A tear. That's what's going on down there.
Oh, I can't dance anymore.
Me neither.
Oh my
She's
god.
just getting
Are they gonna
warmed
burst through the door? No? Nope. Exactly. Oh my god. They just jump in. Hi, we're here to dance. We're here. We're here to raise the roof. He can't really feel himself. He can't. Oh! Damn! Go, Jean!
Make us disappear! Hurry! I've seen you do it! Please!
Just do it, just do it, just do it. Okay, is Mystique gonna reveal herself right now? Okay. Still hiding herself. Okay. Send him back. Okay, send him back.
How did those things get here?
Kurt's portals didn't close
Well,
because of my
yeah,
gizmo.
that's
When one of the
what it
creatures
is.
got into the danger room.
I saw you arguing with your friend in the hallway at school.
Oh.
I already liked you then. Into something
Why
else.
did he do that
And then
there?
disappeared. I
Wait,
couldn't
when was that
believe it.
episode?
All I knew was I just had to get to know you.
Aww. I really like
I don't know
her.
what to say.
Will
Aww.
you show me?
Here goes. Well,
Blue is my favorite color.
Oh, that's cute. That's even better.
so I know a good shortcut to the ice cream shop.
That's my favorite part. It's over. Okay. There you guys have it. That was season 2, episode 13, Shadow Dance. And I wasn't sure what to expect with this episode, but it dealt with high school stuff. And I will say, and I was mentioning this quite a little bit in the video, as you guys saw in my reaction. Honestly, I think one of the best parts, surprisingly, is Kurt and his basically girlfriend now, right? Because normally, if you guys know me for any amount of time, I'm not really into romance in my stories. Like, I tolerate it for the most part because, you know, it's just a part of life and everything, but I just personally just want to focus on other things, a part of, you know, characters and everything. Romance is just, okay, whatever. But for some reason, I like the fact that Kurt has found somebody who, like, first of all, she knew that he was actually, you know, Nightcrawler. Like, she knew who he truly looked like without his inhibitor or whatever, the watch he was wearing, to hide who he really was and to make him appear human. And so, of course, he had to wear the gloves. And because I didn't even think about that until it was mentioned after she asked him out. Because, you know, because there was this whole mention of, like, where she was all shy and stuff. And he's like, well, wait a minute. Like she's going to feel, because what they're seeing is human. But when they touch him or whatever, or his hands, or they go touch his ears, like, it's still there. It's just a visual inhibitor or whatever. I think that's the right word. But so he had to wear gloves to make it seem like he has regular hands, because his actual hands are not, you know, 5 fingers, you know. So she already knew. She saw, I think it was in a previous episode. I'm pretty sure from that angle we saw, and then when he was talking to Rogue and then he disappeared, I think that was in a previous episode. I felt like that truly did happen in the show. It wasn't just a random, like, throwback to a cutscene we've never seen before. I think that genuinely did happen from another perspective, but she was there and witnessed him turn his inhibitor off and become Nightcrawler, and then boop, and bamf out. So they were tying that in with Forge returning, which is great. And I'll get back to the kind of stuff with Kurt and his girlfriend now in a second. But I want to tie it in because of the whole bamfing, because Forge was there to kind of see if he can maybe help improve his abilities. And unfortunately, that causes a tear in the whole Smix thing and everything. And there was monsters and these creatures are coming out, kind of like dinosaurs, kind of, or whatever. It was really cool. But I'll get to that more in a second, because like, they were tying in this dance that the women are supposed to ask the men out, or whatever, or the girls asking the boys out, in this case in high school. And so, of course, Kurt was asked out and everything. And I like the fact that she really liked him for him and did not care that he, you know, looked the way he does without his, you know, visual, you know, kind of mask, if you will. I think that was really nice, because I'm like, okay, could she be tricking him? And thank God it seems like she's not. Like, she genuinely likes him for him. I really appreciated that, because Kurt is somebody who, and I think why it hits me more and I actually like it, is because we have heard countless times from Kurt how he has to hide himself. He's not able to actually show his true self because people would be scared of him. They would be scared of his actual look. And so to find somebody who's actually seen it by accident and then immediately was enthralled and wanted to get to know him despite that, and for him to find someone, and she actually really cares for him, this is amazing. This is amazing for him, because he's been dealing with it all his life. He has to hide himself. He has to basically just hide away from the world because he cannot openly just show who he really is. And I love the fact that there's somebody that truly cares for him. And so this is great for her. I love this for him. And I think that's great that she wants to be with him. That's really awesome. I really appreciated that they had this in this episode, because they could have easily had it to where she freaks out when he reveals himself or whatever, and she didn't know or whatever, and then she treats him differently. Thank God they did not go that route. On some other high school drama, then we'll get to the other part of the storyline, which is the Forge thing and the creatures and all that. High school drama. I had paused the episode because I had mentioned that this is, to me, a pretty good representation of high school, of how there's some really dumb things that happen and crazy things that happen, and, you know, decisions are made, and it's kind of hard to kind of understand the outcome of what's going to be occurring here, because Jean had every opportunity, for even before this episode, to be with Scott instead of Duncan, and she chose to wait until lunchtime. And of course, that's when that other girl swooped in and asked him right before she was about to, because she was, of course, referencing earlier, right as the episode was starting, I think Duncan's going to be disappointed, because she was implying that she's going to go talk and ask Scott. And even Kitty had asked Rogue, "Are you going to ask Scott?" Like, because we know that Rogue in this continuity likes Scott. So I thought that maybe she would, but no, she didn't. I thought Mystique was going to reveal herself, by the way, too, in the episode, but that didn't happen either. But she convinced Rogue to go to the dance and everything. But yeah, it's all Jean's fault. What occurred in this episode in terms of Jean not being with Scott and being in that dance with him is all her fault. She had all these opportunities because it's clear as day that they have feelings for each other, but she didn't, like, because the whole point of the dance is the girl is supposed to ask the boys. That's how it's supposed to be. So the fact that she waited to ask him, that's her own fault. And I think if she would have asked Scott, that would have made it very clear that her and Duncan are over, because I think she ultimately wants to be with Scott, but she didn't do it. So Jean has herself to blame. She can be mad at the girl all she wants that asked Scott right before she did, but you decided to wait till lunch to ask him versus asking him right there when you got into school, or asking him in that morning when you're doing a test to see about Kurt's abilities and everything. So yeah, all high school stuff. It worked out pretty well, at least in terms of how they approached it, because it really felt like this was high school drama stuff, and it really, to me, it works for the show. It does. Now, to the other storyline, which most of you guys probably think is more important, but I just wanted to mention all that stuff kind of up front. So Forge is back, which is cool to see him, and he wants to help Kurt because they actually had met. Like the whole point of how he was able to get out of, I forget what they called it, the middle verse or something. It was something verse he was stuck in, but he's trying to help Kurt to try and maybe help his abilities, his bamfing. Like, where does he go when he does that? Like when he disappears and reappears somewhere, where does he actually go? And then it's a whole thing of another dimension. I think this has been referenced in the comics before. I'm pretty sure it has been. But to see the visualization of some sort of hell and these creatures, and at first they're hidden in the shadow, and now they're openly more shown later on. Wolverine is there. Of course, they're tethered together with a cable, which is not a good idea, obviously. But thankfully neither of them got stuck there, or in case Wolverine got stuck there when he had to bamf out or whatever. But to see the creatures, and of course the portals, like they're slowly trying to get through because the portals weren't completely shutting, pretty much says we shouldn't be messing with the kind of reality or whatever that he goes to when he uses his abilities. We shouldn't be messing with it. And I don't think they will again. I'm pretty sure they're going to leave it alone. But I'm glad that at least Kurt's okay, because he didn't want to use his abilities again because he was too afraid. And I get it, because what if they did catch him? But then he's moving so fast they wouldn't be able to catch him. Because when he uses his abilities, it's like bamf, 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 bamf. Like, it's pretty fast. So for him to transition into that other reality, that other world, if you will, and then out again, there's no way they could actually get to him. And the way it was before they started slowing down his abilities, there was no chance of like a tear in like space and time or whatever where they were able to get through a portal. So I doubt they're going to be going down that route again. But it was really cool to see them attempting to see if they could help him, because he was bamfing from the actual X Mansion all the way to the school and back again. So he was able to travel further, but the outcome wasn't the greatest, because then the creatures were able to get through during the dance and everything. So it was fun to see all that and everything, and the designs of these creatures or whatever was kind of cool as well, like these dinosaur kind of creatures. So it was a pretty interesting episode. I assumed we weren't going to be continuing the apocalypse kind of tease in this episode. I was just assuming we weren't going to. So I went in kind of expecting not to see that, and I'm glad that I went in that way, because see, I could have easily went in going, oh, we're going to see apocalypse, or we're going to get more teases, and no, because that's just setting up that that's going to happen. We don't need to jump to it right now. Obviously, Apocalypse, I would say, besides Magneto, of course we've had Magneto quite often in the show, Apocalypse is probably the most popular X-Men villain, I would say. That could be argued in terms of Sentinels and other kind of villains that have really been prominent, like Mr. Sinister and everything. But Apocalypse is gigantic in terms of his storylines that they could do and everything. Because look at the X-Men 90s series, like how they handled Apocalypse. My God, there was so many grand things they did with Apocalypse, and just how insane they pulled that off, and the voice and the look and everything. It just worked. So for Apocalypse, Yeah, you don't want to just like rush that. You got to build that up. So I'm excited for that. But this was overall a pretty fun episode. And like I said, I'm surprised that the romantic side of it, in terms of especially Kurt and his now girlfriend, like I really liked that. I really liked it. I wasn't expecting to, and I actually did. So that's a win in my books. So overall, great episode. Had a good time with it. I'm curious to know what's going to happen next, and I'm curious to know what you guys thought about this episode. What do you think of the romantic side of it and the high school kind of dramatization they went on about? And what do you feel about, of course, with the Kurt storyline as well, going to the other dimension and everything and all that? I'm curious to know your thoughts about the episode, guys, overall. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.